Okay. Wait, an adventurer from the US have encountered some trouble with studying the geography. Uh, you know what? I don't much care for them. They can do what they want. Cause today I'm gonna go see my husband. Saying that sounds just so bad. I'm gonna go see my husband. I'm going to hang out with Kaeya.
Gather.
Busted.
Just do the dailies, hang out with Kaeya. Oh, do the dailies, hang out with Kaeya. Do the dailies, hang out with Kaeya. Oh, it's this one. Fuck me. Okay. Fine. uh, wee. I wonder. How far they're willing to chase me. Yo! That boy has an arm. That boy had an arm. Did you fucking see that? Yo!
Stabilize.
Illusion.
I have so much shit around me. Ah, lovely. Some adult men with no shirts are hanging on the playground. All of them with scrawny beards and chains around their necks. Admittedly, they are in better shape than I am. But there is no but. I'm not hanging out on playgrounds as an adult man. It just seems weird, you know. Kind of pathetic.
Gotcha. Time for a light show. I'm having fun. I'm just having my fun. I need to order more flavors. Because this is damn good. But I need to try more. Guacamole Gamer Thought is next on the list. Together with emotional damage. She gave me emotional damage from her Guacamole Gamer farting.
Solidify.
This should be gone. They are not here. Jeez, those are... That fabric does nothing. That fabric does 0 in terms of holding them in place. Like, those little like ropes on the back are jumping less. It was someone's deliberate choice to make it like that. I am going to see my husband. So, okay, that's a lot of damage.
Quietly now.
What do you mean?
Stabilize.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
I just find this funny. Who dead? Was it 4? That was 4. Hooray. Wee. Wee. Wee.
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra.
Thank you for complete.
Ad Astra applesauce.
Ad Astra.
Yeah. I'm just taking ores. That's it. Claim all. Do I even have... I do. Fuck. Not much to do with that then. I'm gonna grind some domains later. Hooray! I don't even know what domains I wanna grind. Ooh, not domains. I can just grind ley lines. Yeah. I wanna get that achievement after all. No. Oh yeah, it's Klee's birthday today. Oh, but that's from Cookie. Yeah, it's Cookie's birthday today as well. Why did they give them birthday on the same day? Yay. But yeah, I want that one achievement for ley lines. Whatever it was. Yeah, this one. I need to do like fucking 200 more. Jesus. I stopped fishing as well. Yeah. Got 1,000 more fish. What else is here? Okay. 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 Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Who's in the thing now? Are they still staying there? Cause I seen some memes about the further floors getting changed. And those stupid beasts being removed from the... This is so annoying. Yep. That is better than before. I feel like I could actually do this. What's in this one? Yeah, that's less doable. That's doable. Hmm. Oh, isn't it like isn't like 2 of them in there or something like that? Anyway. Anyway, I gotta go see my husband. Look at him. 2.5 years later. He finally wants to hang out with us. We did it. We did it. If you change teams. Port Ormos? I mean, I'm going to see my husband. That's the only logical choice. I wanna keep playing with her. Cause I just got her, I wanna have my fun. Hi there. How are you? I wanna have Clay in the team, cause just for fun. Who else makes sense to take with me? D-Look, just to piss him off.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Yeah, I have the Klee skin, I got it. The day it came out, I just used all of my savings. Well, not all of my savings. A third of my savings to buy it. Anyway, why is freaking Kaeya's... why is Kaeya's hangout in Port Ormos? I get it, we found him there once, but... What the fuck? But yes, Klee's skin is so just adorable. They made it so well. I love it. I absolutely adore it. So wait. Actually a thought, right? So, we got skins for Barbara, Lisa, Kaeya. Yeah, Barbara, Lisa, Kaeya. Okay, we get them in... Yeah, we got those skins. We got skins for Jean, D-Look, and now Klee. Theoretically speaking... Oh, and Fischl. And Fischl, obviously.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl,
Wait,
and
what?
the Princess
Oh, yeah. So, theoretically, Razor, Amber, Noelle, and Bennett still should get skins. Yeah, Ningguang has a skin too, but I'm thinking Mondstadt. For whatever reason, they really like pushing at least one new Mondstadt skin every year. So I'm thinking like at least one Mondstadt skin a year. So who would be next? What Mondstadt 4-star would be next? Bennett, Noelle, Sucrose, Amber, Razor. Fuck, I want all of them. I mean, yeah, she technically does, but the same counts for like fucking... yeah, I know. Wait, where is she? Amber. Oh yeah, actually leveled Hilton. Yeah, she has the skin. I know. I'm using it because I kind of like it better. But the same goes for like, who was it? Yeah, the same goes for Rosaria. I'm thinking those limited time skins, not just skins that they gave us for free for to everyone. Who else had a skin from Mondstadt? What the fuck? Oh yeah, because they have level up button. But yeah, like Jean has a skin too. Like that's her normal outfit, that's her skin, and that's the skin for event. That's what I'm thinking of. So technically, like the other 4-stars from Mondstadt should be expecting skins as well. Anyway, time to go see my husband.
I mean, yeah, if you count lore-wise, Venti does too, but it's time to see my husband. He's not even my husband. I'm going with D-Look. Well, that's new. This wasn't here before. What the fuck? Anyway. They're like Kaeya expecting to see Lumine, but... Oh, let me talk to this bird. That's a farm bird, isn't she? Should start playing Genshin again. Genshin's fun.
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder.
That's-
Don't be shy. I'll show you around town.
Oh my god. Kaeya picking up chicks. Yeah, Kaeya has a hangout quest now. We literally got like 2 days ago. Like yesterday or the day before. So it's brand new.
Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway. Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archons wins do I owe the honor?
Ah, I guess your natural charisma drew me here.
Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie,
Oh.
I'd better leave it alone.
Uh,
Let's take a walk, shall we?
about reinstalling Genshin. You do realize Kaeya got a skin, right? You do realize Kaeya got a skin this update as well. That you can get for free now if you play the event. Later you'll have to pay. Yeah, later you'll have to pay. I will show you in a moment. It's great looking skin. He looks like fucking Aladdin. I love it. Oh, there he. Here, where is Kaeya? Jesus. Yeah, look at him. Normal outfit, new outfit. He looks like Aladdin. He looks like a desert robber. Yeah, he looks so good, doesn't he? They nerfed his boob window, but I love he still has a boob window. Anyway, that's Kaeya.
If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job
I'm not
involving
looking.
long-distance travel falls to me.
I'm paying
I
attention.
suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying.
Still,
you-
on the bright side, business is now taken care of. And I have unused travel funds, so I was planning
Oh.
to...
Embezzle money? You were planning to embezzle money?
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war.
Gundafar.
All places at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Oh, he sounds like I when I do old man voice.
Looks fun.
Do you wanna stop and see the show? Where were we just now? Where were we just now? Travel expenses?
Actually, yes. I saw some guards do a musical performance when I was traveling with their caravan in Sumeru.
Bro,
They were
seriously?
desert dwellers. So are these actors.
Oh, I love
think
to
I
imagine.
actually recognize one of them.
I love to imagine the idea of just desert dwellers being the one and only nation in Teva that's like Disney. They just run around singing, like everyone else serious, everyone else fighting for their life, and these guys are just, this is the life in the desert. I love the idea of that.
Let's go watch.
Okay.
Not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has led our brave warriors to victory against Frasyav's army. His men have laid down their arms and fled. Frasyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head and now presents to your majesty an offering of treasures and hostages.
Hostages?
For peace. My king, this battle has finally restored the dignity of our people. Moreover, with Frasyav's offer of land comes the opportunity to expand our borders, as your majesty so greatly wishes. His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation. It is for this reason alone that I have removed my armor and made haste back to our halls from the front lines.
Ah, so that wasn't budget
What
cuts.
say you to this proposal?
Ah, it's the tale of Prince Kubad. Ever heard this one?
I feel like we've missed a lot of the
Don't
backstory.
worry, I still remember the general plot. Let me fill you in on the background while the king deliberates.
Oh my.
The main characters are the brilliant Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King Kabus.
Okay.
The one talking to the king right now is Gundafar, the prince's tutor. When the prince was young, the king was deceived by a malicious rumor that the prince had mistreated his stepmother. He demanded that the prince walk through a blazing fire to prove his innocence.
Ooh.
Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving his innocence. But the seeds of doubt had already been sown in the king's mind. Now uneasy in the presence of his mistrustful father, the prince requested to be sent away to the battlefield where he would fight against Frasyav's army. That's the enemy general we heard them mention just now.
Okay.
This is the part where the prince has won the war and decided to forge a peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace to his father. Oh, it looks like the king's made up his mind. Let's keep watching.
Frosyav lost because he did not have the blessing of God. Our God will always watch over us and punish our enemies. Once the bells of war have begun to toll, they shall not cease until the blood of our enemies fills the land. There can be no victory until the last enemy soldier has fallen. If Kubad still wishes to be my son and hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him as proof of his royal blood, then he must obey my command.
Your Majesty, I must caution that a nation destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, the loss of one city strikes fear into the hearts of our enemies, compelling them to accept defeat and cede land in exchange for peace. If, however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees, then so long as a single person is left standing, they will see us as their sworn enemy, and one day return to us tenfold the pain that we have inflicted on their nation and family.
He's got a point.
A people is to their nation as wild grass to the open prairie. Though we burn down the whole field and spare not one blade of grass, roots continue to grow unseen beneath the surface. Come the spring, it is all but inevitable that fresh green shoots will rise up from the ashes.
Cease, Gundafar. Your mind grows dull in your old age.
No,
filled with naive delusions.
he has a point,
I
man.
have no more need of you on the battlefield. As for my son Kubad, I will summon him back to the capital, so he may be tried by a court-martial.
Jesus.
What are you saying, my noble king? Why must you mistrust your own flesh and blood and sink ever deeper into the blight of hatred? When he was falsely accused, you once doubted his honor and made him walk through a raging fire. Did he not prove himself worthy by emerging unharmed from the flames? Now you would turn me away?
That's Kaeya hangout, by the way.
The wisdom of counsel. What is the justification for this?
We are watching Desert Feeder.
Cease and be gone, Gundafar, so you may spend the rest of your days with your wife.
Jeez. Jumps off stage.
The king that I served with my life.
Starts crowd surfing.
Fanaticism has robbed him of all reason and wisdom. Peace is surely the most favorable path for our nation, yet he refuses to accept it.
I must think of a way to seize control of the army back from the hands of my wayward son, that they might continue the fight to the end. Perhaps the first task should be this. I shall send a loyal contingent of warriors to eliminate Frosiyov and the hostages he has sent to our palace.
Jesus.
Brilliant acting, Darbil.
I saw you approaching us in the middle of the scene. I was worried that my performance would be subpar and you'd think I was just making a fool of myself.
Not at all. Far from it. Actually, let me introduce you. This is Darbil, the actor for King Caboose. When we first got to know each other, he was still a guard for one of the merchant caravans. Seems like he's now made the switch to full-time acting.
Hey, happy to see you, man.
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Kaeya's is a friend of mine. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't making all that much as a mercenary. It felt right to me to get away from the danger and live a more stable life. I was already pretty good at telling stories, so I just recruited a few friends and started performing shows all over the country. Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever wood and cloth we could borrow. It's really low budget.
Oh, I could tell.
We're all good enough at acting to get through the motions, but none of us are any good at coming up with a script. Everything we tried to write just sounded off somehow.
Oh, I just wrote a
I got
script in
student from
Honkai.
the academia to adapt an old story I knew to make it more appealing to our audience. What do you think? Passable?
That was
I
fun.
can tell that you've had someone tighten up the lines. They turned out very nicely.
Ah, that's good. Well, as you can see, even now, we still don't have much of an audience. Don't suppose you'd be interested to see the rest of the show?
Sure, why not? I don't have anything pressing lined up. And I don't think the Traveler does either.
I mean, I'm just hanging out with Kaeya.
How much would that be?
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food from Jafar Tavern. We've worked out an arrangement with them. We've actually found a sponsor for this performance too. He's not too happy about the poor turnout though. I doubt we'll be able to keep him for the next performance. A real pity. But what can you do, huh?
Darbil Asgar still hasn't shown up for the next scene. We should get his costume and sword out so they'll be ready to go the moment he gets here.
Oh my god, we're gonna put Kaeya in costume.
We have to get ready for the upcoming scene. I'll see you from the stage.
We're gonna put Kaeya in costume. Absolutely Kaeya in costume. That's what's gonna be.
Would you two like to order some food? What can I get you? If you're looking for recommendations, today's special is the tandoori roast chicken.
Oh fuck yeah, tandoori roast
Bear
chicken.
with us a moment. We're just going to take a look at the menu.
No bro, I want tandoori roast chicken. That's the best one. Sumeru had to choose 2 pictures for like a scene representing their country. One of them was the academia, the other was tandoori roast chicken.
I was at Port Ormos discussing some business opportunities, and some crook was trying to pull a fast one on me. Darbil took pity on me and politely asked him to make himself scarce. He's a good guy. A decent storyteller, too. Quite an interesting character. There's a lot of fun to be had if you hang around interesting people doing interesting things. Especially if you're in the company of an interesting friend. That's my secret formula for staying in a good mood. Try it out sometime.
It's not a
You'll
bad
see what I
formula.
mean. Thanks for waiting. We're ready to order now. We'll take you up on that tandoori roast chicken. And let's throw in some desserts, too. 1 each of the rose custard, that talumba, and the patisara pudding, please. That should see us through the show.
Bro. You're spoiling me like like damn. The big popcorn and a drink? Damn.
We've got good seats, close to the stage, but also not too crowded. We can watch the show as we eat. If I remember correctly, the next scene should focus on the prince. But I won't spoil it for you. You have to experience it for yourself. You could say that. It's always stayed with me because it's hammered home a cruel but realistic truth. People do not choose where and when to be born. Yet the circumstances
Genshin's downloading.
define the
Sick.
choices that they will have for the rest of their life.
I was meaning to ask you, Creeper Kitty. You know that there is a card game in Genshin now, right? Like, an actual card game you can play in game. Because I'm wondering if you knew.
Here you are. The check's on the table too. Just call me over when you're ready to settle up.
No need. I'll pay up front.
Oh,
Here. Keep the change.
everything for Kaeya.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this is too generous.
Oh, did he give everything?
Token of my gratitude for the excellent service. The food all smells wonderful too. So please pass my compliments to the chef.
Thank
Bro.
you so much, sir.
Let's dig in, traveler.
Bro, just throw all the money. He's broke now.
I'm so sorry, but the actor who plays the prince has run into some difficulties and won't be able to make it. We can't do the rest of the show without him, so I'm really, really sorry, but we'll have to call the show right here.
I'm telling you, yeah, exactly. Kaeya can fill in for him.
That would be fun. I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, he has a costume already and everything. It has a dagger. Fuck yeah.
Would you lose any income if I were to mess this up?
Not really. I mean,
Kaeya is great. I love him too.
I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, though.
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then. Spice things up a little.
Now and then.
Think. Well, you already know the story, so you just need to memorize a few lines. Huh, you know what? This might actually work.
Sick.
Ah, wait, but Kuban has a specific costume he's supposed to wear, and there's no way you'd fit into it. Switching actors is one thing, but wearing street clothes on stage would really ruin the immersion. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Well, good thing that I actually got a costume with me. It goes pretty well with your stage, too.
I called it.
Show it to me?
Sure.
I called it.
If you can show me the way to your changing room.
They did the same thing with Ningguang.
Follow me.
They did the exact same thing with Ningguang. As soon as she got an outfit, they gave her a hangout. Look at that boy. Desert Riz.
Gotta say, I think I actually look pretty dapper in this.
You're such a shower.
It's a... Uh-oh. Not a fan of me as a prince? I'll have to act my heart out so you'll be too dazzled to make any digs.
Kaeya, here's your script for the next scene. It's not too long, but you also don't have very long to prepare. Do you think you can memorize your lines in time?
Only one way to find out.
Bro.
Okay, I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about forgetting your lines. We'll remind you.
All right. I'm good to go.
Great. Then let's get this show on the road.
Oh, bro, I gotta see this. D-Lux gotta see this.
General Kubat, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is clear. I beg you, please spare my few remaining men. They no longer have the strength to fight back.
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk of a once mighty army, I have no desire to crush your dignity. Even your most savage warriors have no desire to see further bloodshed, and none among your ranks have opposed these peace talks. Nevertheless, I must hear it from you one final time. General Frasyav, do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and commit from this day forth to peace between our nations?
With my army in ruins, I am in no position to do otherwise. But on this, I give you my word. Yes,
Bro, I knew Kaeya was a theater kid.
And
Ka-
send our surviving men home to their families.
Kaeya is such a theater kid.
Desire to lay down our arms for good and liberate our hearts from the dirge of hatred. Then as God above is our witness, by the authority vested in me by this intaglio of King Kabus, I hereby declare that I will spare your hostages and what remains of your army, May peace be restored to this land, and may these fields of war become a place where crops grow aplenty. My tutor, Gundafar, has already made haste to my father, the king, with the recommendation of a truce. It is my sincere hope that he will see that peace as a path to prosperity and grant me his blessing.
Prince Kubad,
Jesus,
your
he got
name
into it.
renowned throughout your land and ours. I will place my hope in your words.
One will find on a battlefield no master of ceremonies, nor the paper on which a treaty may be signed. In their absence, let us raise our weapons and swear an oath.
Jesus, this music is so intense.
I, Kubad, son of Kabus, hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin. May the oceans be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy. He's not a real prince by any chance, is he?
Of course.
Hey, Rashana, you don't want to miss this. The good-looking guy who left that huge tip is acting on stage with Darble's troupe.
I swear to God, Kaeya must be regretting having me with him right now, because he would be getting so much ass after the show. And we all know Kaeya's a fuckboy.
Darble's one lucky man.
Well, that took a turn.
I hope I'm not too late. Have you already promised peace to Frasyov?
Nay, I am not so rash as to preempt my father's blessing. I promised only what I could so far, the safety of his kin.
My child, I must share with you the gravest news. Kabus has become blinded by fanaticism and hatred, and will stop at nothing to vanquish every last man under Frasyov's lead.
How can this be? You mean to say that my father has rejected our proposal for peace?
He has indeed. I urged him to reconsider, and for this I was rebuked and dismissed from his service. But far stricter punishment than this awaits you, should you return home with your troops. Please heed my warnings, dear child. I dare not imagine what unspeakable atrocities your father intends to commit.
Nay.
Nay.
The truce must stand.
Nay.
I cannot renounce my oath. How can man claim to stand above beast without remaining true to his word? The masses have grown weary of death and
Jesus.
conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will and massacre countless more to satisfy a desire that is his alone?
I can so easily
When I
see
departed
Kaeya
my
stand
beloved
like
home to fight
12-year-old
for my
Kaeya
land, I
in
did
his
so to
bedroom,
honor his wishes
just
and
with a
command
book in his
duty to our
hand,
people.
reciting poetry to nobody but
Is this
himself.
fate's grand design?
I see him so much doing that.
Is this fate's grand design?
Kaeya, the next line is, alas, is this fate's grand design, that I should spend the rest of my days in a foreign land, till I am laid to rest in a grave far from home?
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script.
Kaeya, not really?
Man is ad-libbing.
My
The
dear
man is
audience,
ad-libbing.
I ask you this. Do you believe in fate?
Oh God.
If fate decreed that your life was to end in tragedy, what would you do?
He's holding a pole. He's holding a pole. Improv with audience. Guess I should play along. I would change my fate.
Oh? Then so must it be. Yes, so must it be. I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... my dear prince, do you intend to betray your father and abandon your heritage?
Ooh.
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the land, to fan the flames of conflict till they engulf the entire world. Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of innocence, that the bright banner of my homeland might fly in every nation known to mankind.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
But
That
I
is
shall
that is
not bow
Kaeya
to
allegories.
fate.
Okay.
I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo!
Where did
Yeah,
this guy
okay.
come from? Is he one of the new hires?
Shut up. Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad, will spend the rest of my days in a foreign land, till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
Oh, at least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring at least your fortune and the retainers who will always be loyal to you.
Gundafar, my dear mentor, you have always been like a father to me. It brings me only anguish to bid you farewell.
Sorry for interrupting him, goddammit.
Or freedom dies by my hand. Goodbye, my tribe and kin. Farewell, sweet land of my birth.
Goodbye, my child.
I feel like Kaeya put a little bit of himself in this performance. Because, like, we know Kaeya was conflicted about having to betray Mondstadt eventually. And once Krepus died, he made up his mind. So, I feel like he was kind of talking to himself just now. That he made up his mind that he's gonna stay with Mondstadt till the day he dies. Away from his birthplace. Someone got rizzed.
Could I please get your autograph?
Look, she's smoking.
Thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
Good show. I want an autograph too.
Just an autograph? Well, you can get one of those at any time. If there ever came a day when I left the Knights of
Bro.
Flames, I think I might go into acting full time.
Bro.
Could you introduce me to this young man?
My apologies, Master Toos. I somehow missed you in the crowd earlier.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed a large crowd gathered around the stage. The performance was outstanding across the board. I knew that the poor turnout over the past few days was just bad luck. It was only ever a matter of time before you hit it big.
Guys,
The improvised section was particularly good. I think you could include some improvisation as a staple in future performances.
it's not a good idea always.
You need to get it back. It's fairly cheap anyway.
Thank you, sir. And a big thanks also to our wonderful prince. Had Kaeya not agreed to fill in, we might have disbanded right on the spot.
Kaeya, was it? Well, young man, I must say, you've made quite the impression on me. My caravan is always loaded with the finest food and wines. You're welcome to visit at any time.
Thank you for the invite, sir, but I'm afraid I've reached the end of my time at Sumeru. I'm sure that my friends and family in Mondstadt must be missing me terribly.
Oh yeah, Kalee's definitely crying her eyes out.
Consider it an open invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long. My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please
Why
ask
do I
me
love
to
Kaeya
reach
so
out
much?
to me.
Good question. Why do I love Eula so much?
Once you've wrapped up
I need
today's
more
show,
Eula myself.
I'm going back to the inn.
Thank you so much, Master Toos.
But I understand
I'll see
you.
shortly.
There is something about cryo people.
Thank you for bailing me out again. You're a good guy. May the gods bless you. You know, you should stay for a few more days. I owe you a meal at the very least.
Darbil, Asgar is back. He lost track of time playing Genius Invocation TCG. You've got to sort him out.
Genius Invocation again?
Oh, bro, I'ma play with him.
The kid's not getting away with it this time. Now, please excuse me, Kaeya. I will be right back.
Tell me he had a Kaeya deck. Bro, these are sticking so much.
They're all gone. Let's slip away now while we can.
Bro runs away. We go to where we started. Bro, getting C6 Kaeya can take a while. But good luck.
Alright, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here. People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for. Besides, the missing actor is back now. Darbil shouldn't be needing me to stand in again. I don't mind socializing, but compared to chatting over food and drink, I much prefer just
Everything
going
for dear
wild on
Kaeya, eh?
stage. What about you? Did you enjoy the show?
I was expecting the improv there. Mostly I was curious to know what was going through your mind on the stage.
I was expecting a lengthier critique, but you've thrown the question right back at me. Sneaky. All right, I'll rise to your challenge. Let me think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely players. Does that answer your question? Perhaps there's an inept god out there deciding everyone's fates, much like the academia student drafting Darbill's scripts. Yeah, inept is a good word for it. Honestly, it might even be a little too civil to describe a god who turns fathers against their sons and is bent on endless warmongering, don't you think?
Ooh.
That's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following their gut and making it up as they go along.
Does this inept god really exist?
Oh, my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is just a figure of speech. The real point I'm making is about the actors. Everyone, you and I included, is both an actor and a member of the audience.
Brother, 16% already?
Walk off the stage and
You realize how big this game is, right?
always have a choice.
You realize how many gigabytes this is taking right now, right? 16% already is a lot. Sounds
A
difficult.
little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing worth losing sleep over. I was just thinking aloud. Relax. Be yourself. Do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience interaction back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment. I think those spontaneous thoughts are often the most authentic. And that's why I liked your answer. You're still holding on to the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right?
What the fuck is intaglio?
Think of it as a souvenir from my improvised performance.
I need to Google what the fuck is
It's been the
intaglio.
most fascinating day, hasn't it, little birdie?
Oh, it's low. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Look at this picture, like, this, nice. What the fuck does intaglio mean? A stamp. Fucking intaglio's a stamp. Bro, just say a stamp. Intaglio is a form of print where you press the ink into paper. Jesus, you're playing so much. Your poor phone. How much space do you have on it? Christ, like 7 terabytes? How do you fit all of that in there? I'm barely fitting Genshin and freaking Yu-Gi-Oh on my phone. How do you fit all of that? I didn't even try installing Honkai on it. How do you fit all of that on 64 gigabytes? Are you running those in the cloud? What the fuck? Okay, so that was ending 1. Let's go for ending 2. But you didn't answer me. You know that there is a card game in the game, right?
Gundafar, we're in the middle of a war.
Yeah. We know that.
Huh. Outdoor theater.
Yeah, we know that.
Looks fun. Ah, yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds.
Ooh.
Given that the acting Grand
Coke
Masters
and
saw fit to
hookers.
allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use. In other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget? Perhaps a fancy meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home.
Or Kaeya, and hear me out on this one. Hookers and blow. I loved saying that. Just anything. What we doing? Hookers and blow. Coke and bitches. Isn't this embezzlement? I can't believe you're talking so openly about living it up at the public expense.
Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can consider it some more on the road.
But yeah, we're in Sumeru, bro. There has to be a brothel around here somewhere. I don't believe there isn't.
The rules of the Knights of Favonius state
You see already
that any
20%.
expenditures during
You're doing
business
good.
trip are counted as travel expenses. That's more than enough justification to live a little. Of course, with me
Travel
being
expenses.
Here on my own, it was looking like a wasted opportunity. But now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a joint trip? You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use. Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance.
Yeah.
And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
I'm in.
Great. Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course.
Yeah,
There's
obviously.
nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend.
Aw.
Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. I've
But
seen
mother,
places
I love him.
So let's go for someplace new. How about Liyue? I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way.
Wait, there was this one. Wait. Kaeya. There was this very specific one. Where is it? Oh, like this one. This one is great. Like, look at this. Look at this. I guess nipples on. You can have a version with nipples on. You can have a version with nipples on. I seen one of these. Oh god, there is one with Morax. Jesus, that's big tits. I seen one of these with All Might, but it was his front, and he had a little bulge. I thought there was one like that for Kaeya, where it's just kinda his ass with a little bulge where his penis is supposed to be. Bruh. Look at this. Bruh. I know these are holding him up, but he looks like he has piercings for his nipples. Oh my god, these are great. I love them. Oh, these are wonderful. No problem.
Well, lucky me. I'll hold you to that. Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs frequently corresponds with the Knights of
Oh.
Favonius. so the address on their letterhead is one of the few places I'm familiar with. I don't have much luggage, so it won't take me long to pack.
I need to
Give
find
me a
this one.
moment, and we'll head there together.
I need to find this one now because I feel like I imagine it, but I feel like I've seen it. There has to be one. It has to be. Oh my god, there it is. Immediately, like number 6. It has a bulge. Now imagine that, but with Kaeya. Obviously, he would make a different face. But imagine that, but with Kaeya. Bro, he would sell these himself. Oh. Let's go to Sumeru, so to Liyue. Ooh. I forgot about these. Ooh. God, it's so hot in here. I wanna open. Yeah, if there were Kaeya, you would buy them with no hesitation. I understand you. I wanna open my window. My window is closed because I have a playground outside my window. And during the day there are kids there. During the night there are teenagers there. But right now, instead of teenagers, there is like four 20-something-year-olds with scruffy little beards, with no shirts on and gold chains around their necks, just hanging out on a fucking playground at 8 p.m. Like, dude, it's 8 p.m. You're clearly like 22 to 28. Do you have nothing better to do with your life? Just hang out with boys on a fucking playground with no shirts on. I don't even know if they have beers. I don't see them having any beers. But I can't open my window because these guys are just being loud, and they're just being loud. So I'm sitting here sweating buckets.
But I'm sure you're more familiar with the place than I am. So I'll leave the itinerary to you.
And get score discounts galore. I know all the best scenic spots. Can't go wrong when you're with me. Yeah, poor me.
Maybe you can tell me about your previous travels here along the way. It's such a satisfying feeling to just drop everything, go on a long trip, and see something new.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We might cross paths with. We might even end up going on an impromptu adventure. Just like how I met you in Port Ormos, and now we're here.
I mean, yeah, we met Dainsleif then. we met Dainsleif and the boy was just, oh, Kandria. You smell like a barker. Where do you want me to go? I'm so excited for Fontaine. I can't wait. The game's been getting stale. How?
Do you know this shop? It looks pretty nice from the outside. Shall we take a look?
No. But yeah, I'm excited for Fontaine too. Can't wait.
We are a long-established trader of precious stones. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Let me see. Ah, some nice jewelry you've got here. Maybe I can grab something with a local flavor as a souvenir.
For me?
What do you think, traveler? See anything that suits my style? Trust your judgment.
Actually, let's check if they sell anything off the shelf. Already buying souvenirs on the first day of your trip. Don't come cheap, are you sure? Off the shelf.
You're interested in souvenirs. If you're struggling to decide, you might want to consider getting some jade. You can't go wrong with a nice jade pendant. They're an elegant addition to your look, whatever your age or gender. If you're looking for a specific design, we can make it to your specifications. It does take some time to fulfill an order, however. High quality jade is hard to come by, so our waiting list is at least a couple of weeks.
Couple of
That's a pity.
weeks.
I'm just visiting and I won't be in town for very long. So as much as it pains me to do so, I'm afraid I'll have to leave this beautiful bijou behind.
Bijou.
No worries at all, sir. If you're looking for something off the shelf, why not go and see Mr. Shurto at the Jade Mystery? He also deals in jade and precious stones. Exactly. But on that note, let me give you a word of advice.
Ooh.
There's no risk in purchasing a piece of jade that's already been cut. But you could lose all of your mora betting on uncut rocks.
Yeah.
I won't say any more, as I don't want my fellow vendors to think I'm bad-mouthing them.
No.
But I think you catch my drift.
Badmouth them all day long,
It's only
girl.
human
Give me the
nature to
tea.
Spend a little when you're on a trip, but don't be too hasty to part with your cash. The Ministry of Civil Affairs takes everyone's economic well-being very seriously, and they often send out the Millilith to spread public awareness of well-known scams. As guests here, I'd encourage you to watch out for anyone trying to rip you off.
I think that's sound advice wherever you go into that. We appreciate it, boss.
Okay, let's see. Let's get some uncut jade. Shinchi? Which one was... Oh, the lady there? Yeah, she's so cute, isn't she? All the characters here are so cute, god damn it. But yeah, she is cute. Let's zoom. Fuck. Yeah. Now, what's this part here? Yeah, she's adorable. Everyone in the game is adorable, but she is adorable, I agree. Wee. Wee. Surprise attack.
Welcome. Looking for uncut stones or pre-cut jade? We've got plenty of both for your viewing pleasure.
Get pre-cut jade.
Ah, yes, we were just briefed on that. Let's take a look at the pre-cut jade.
We should be
I
careful.
believe I detect a quiet but distinct tone of apprehension.
Ooh, 30%.
Please
Oh
rest
yeah.
assured, there's nothing to be quite so wary about with my business.
No,
Feel
of
free to
course
peruse
not.
at your leisure. I think you'll find that everything I do here is entirely above board and legitimate, and I sell only pure and unadulterated goods. No scam guaranteed. Sure, you can bet on jade and lose if you're unlucky, but that doesn't make it a scam.
No, that's
My
makes it
terms are
gambling.
clear and transparent, and I only do business with willing customers. What scammer can claim that?
Sounds perfectly reasonable.
Every single scammer.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much the vendor is charging. If the customer decides to hand over their money, they're taking the bait of their own free will.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
I'm glad you understand. Although your peculiar phrasing at the end there, you almost make it sound as if I really am scamming people.
You are.
Anyway,
It's gambling.
betting on jade is what it is.
You fuck
Feel
yourself.
free to try your luck, but if you can't afford to lose, then it's not for you. We don't need to cause each other any trouble.
It's not for
I'll leave
you.
you to browse at your own pace now while I deal with other potential customers.
Oh my god, he reminded me of the fucking American Express card.
Good souvenir.
I'm pushing you back into it because I do this to everyone. You don't even realize how I'm pushing this and other games onto people. My friend is still cursing me because she already didn't have time due to Genshin. I got her into Genshin. Now she has even less time because I got her into Honkai.
Why not? This is a quirky little place. Somehow, I'm inclined to entertain him for a bit.
Oh yeah, but this guy reminded me of freaking American Express. There was this Amex Obsidian? Obsidian. Yeah, like there is this American there is this Obsidian card for American Express, right? there's this different levels of American Express cards. But this one specifically, yeah, fucking. If you're reading a review of the Centurion card from American Express, it's probably not for you. Fuck you. You don't know me. I mean, it's not for me. But fuck you, I just want to be educated. Yeah, I get it, everything for Kaeya, but everything for Kaeya, but think about it. Think about it. What about her? What about her? Look at her. Evil Eula. Evil Eula's coming to town. Can you say no to that? You don't like her design? Okay. What about this other dude? Like, I don't spell. This dude. What about him? You don't like him? You must like him. Or this boy. Look at this cat boy. Not back for him. He's darker Kaeya. He's Fontaine Sampo. Look at this chest.
Well, if you're not interested, then I...
Ooh.
Ahoy there, Captain! Fancy seeing you back in town. Struck any gold lately?
He does have star-shaped pupils.
You must be joking.
He is probably. He is probably Kandria.
People with your pile of rocks?
Hey, keep your voice down. Can't you see I've got customers? But more to the point, when have you ever seen a customer get scammed in my store?
You scammed me, boy.
I mean, you want the full list, or hold up, is that Captain Kaeya? What brings you to Liyue?
Oh, just taking a short trip with my friend.
But yes, I agree with you. The eyes. He's probably from Kandria. The judge is probably from Kandria. I'm so curious as exactly what happened, because I seen some people saying that the previous Archon, the previous Hydra Archon died at the Cataclysm, but I don't remember anything like that being said. Like they died in the Cataclysm, and that after their death, a lot of changed. I just kind of wanted to be that they revolted. I just kind of wanted to be that Fontaine people had a revolution, because you know the French.
Yes, it's been a good while, hasn't it?
What you thinking about, Boo?
Anywhere you'd recommend I visit while I'm here?
Let me think. Wanmin Restaurant's always a pretty good bet. Chef Mao's daughter is a skilled chef, and their prices are very reasonable. My wife can't get enough of their boiled fish. You could give that a try. And, speaking of my wife, she won't let me forget what a great help you've been to us before. So thank you, on her behalf.
Your wife? Ah, yes. How is she doing these days? Keeping well?
Why does this conversation stress me out?
Anyway, I've got something I need to do down at the South Wharf, so my apologies, Captain Kaeya, but I'd better get going.
All right. See you. Ah, I finally remembered who that was. Captain Wu. He runs a transport business between Mondstadt and Liyue.
Oh, so he was just faking it.
So you went through that whole conversation with no idea who you were talking to. Well, that explains the generic pleasantries and the general awkwardness. Old Wu's usually quite the chatterbox, so it's very unusual for him to just take off mid-conversation. How exactly do you two know each other anyway?
Nope, that's not it. I don't give out loans.
Oh yeah,
It's
makes
pretty
sense.
straightforward, honestly. The captain was making a delivery to Mondstadt when his ship sprang a leak. He overexerted himself fixing it and keeping the cargo dry, and ended up passing out from exhaustion. I took him to Mondstadt to recover.
Well, it still seems strange to me. Sure, he's hardly the most charming conversationalist, and he's also mighty stubborn, but all of us know Old Wu is an honest and kind-hearted man. His eldest was once playing on that big rock over there when he took a tumble and injured himself. I helped to patch the kid up, and the next day, Old Wu was here to buy a couple of uncut stones.
Oh.
I'm just surprised he was so quick to excuse himself, that's all. Normally, he's the kind of guy who, if you run into him on the street and he owes you a favor, he'll grab you by the hand and thank you profusely until you ask him to stop.
Well, stubborn I can believe. Someone had drilled a gaping hole in his ship, and the water was coming in fast. How he managed to make it all the way to Mondstadt, not to mention with his cargo intact, I have no idea.
Wait, what do you mean we have two Kandrians in Mondstadt? We have Kaeya, and who else? Who else in Mondstadt is from Kandria? Now you're just grabbing me by surprise. Like, who else in Mondstadt is from Kandria? If you mean Dainsleif, I wouldn't consider Dainsleif, because Dainsleif is, you know, kind of a nomad right now. Just going anywhere, traveling. So I wouldn't consider Dainsleif. Who the fuck else from Mondstadt is supposed to be from Cannes? Oh yeah, Albedo! Right, his master was from Kandria and she created him. Right. I forgot about that one. I mean, you know, most Kandrians got turned into hill trolls, so technically speaking, Kandrians are everywhere. So
Someone drilled a hole in his ship? Oh dear. It must have been one of the less savory captains out there trying to sabotage his business so they can squeeze their way into the market. When competition is stiff, sometimes things get ugly. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. His line of work isn't easy. The poor fellow usually has to set sail before the break of dawn. He's been loitering around a lot these past few weeks, though. I thought maybe he'd come into some Mora. Competition is fierce these days, and there's not a lot of Mora to be made in shipping. So every day he stays idle is another negative in the books. I do wonder what's gotten into him.
ooh, we're gonna go help
Anyway,
Captain
I
Wu.
digress. We merchants protect our goods like our own lives, so who knows? Maybe he had some important cargo to see to. Either way, good sir, don't mind him.
I am an upstanding member of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Just look me in the eyes. Don't you find me trustworthy?
Since you asked about recommendations earlier, you're here from Mondstadt, yes? Might I suggest the tea house is somewhere to rest your legs?
Oh.
If memory serves, they're just about to retell the tale of Bravebeard the Valiant from the top. Why not pay them a visit?
I'm not sure if Piero is confirmed the same way Kaeya, Albedo and Dainsleif are. Because Kaeya, Albedo and Dainsleif were just outright said that they're from Kandria like that, or they're related to Kandria like that. Piero, we all came to the assumption he's from Kandria due to his eyes. Didn't we? Or was there some sort of part of lore in some artifacts that said he was from Kandria? Because I really don't remember. I feel like Piero wasn't confirmed. Like, we know he is, but it wasn't like officially said.
Huh. Sounds interesting enough. Let's check it out.
No, that way, okay. Well, we'll see about Canria. I am curious. I'm curious what's gonna happen with it. We learn more about Canria every update anyway. Every version anyway.
Huh. So this is the Hu tea house.
Who you?
We meet again, Captain Kaeya. What
Uh-oh.
a coincidence. Twice in one day.
He had something to do inside.
Oh, that didn't take me long. And I ran the whole way.
Woo, weren't you just at Wanwen Bookhouse buying a book for your daughter? What's this talk about the wharf?
Wait, now we're talking about fucking... Was he anywhere confirmed Canrian? I mean, we know... Regions, Snezhnaya, Canria. Story. Before was a royal mage of Canria. Yes, but where did this come from? Where do we know this from? That's my thing. I'm not saying he isn't. That's not the thing. I just don't know where it was said, because it can say here that he was a royal mage of Canria. How do we know that? Like genuinely, how do we know that? Pale flame. Fuck, I can't get out now. Pale flame. Lore. You have but a human body, and yet you carry such a power within you. Have no tears left to cry. Though your body has long been covered in scars, fierce flame. Blah, blah, blah. We appear to have gotten off topic. The reason for the trail of smoke and track you down is that the wish to strike a deal. The first fatus give power to the young woman in whom the flame. Yeah, but what? That's about. Wait. Have the same goal. You, your tsaritsa, and I cleanse the source of distortion in this world, corruption. I will do whatever it takes to become an effective instrument. Yeah. Human is nothing more than a machine. Thus declared you from his lecture in the Seedbed of Wisdom. With or without vision. Yeah. Money is lifeblood of the world. Yeah, that's Pantalone. Yeah, he was born with a face fairer than any other, destined to long life and hollow will. He was transcended being divine. Before the fatal we found him, he had drifted for countless years, and in the time I am a human who surpasses all others. Even the gods daren't meddle in my fate. Neither mortal nor god nor fate itself is qualified. I am free to choose how I wish to spend the remainings of my days. Since the mask-wearing people are so fun to be around, I think I'll become one of them. The jester. Should become the jester who laughs in the... Since my level of learning could not comprehend with the sages, I failed to earn the favor of the previous ruler. Tide of divine wrath, destruction food. Should become, instead of a fool, a fatus. Sense my pain, proud of prophetly comrades. Yeah, but where does it say? God damn it. where we got a confirmation he's from Kaeya. Like in lore confirmation he's from Kaeya. God damn it. Shape pupils, things happen. Yeah, like, and that's our only way. Nah, bruh, now I have to listen to that. Give me a second.
Shh, just leave it be, Aunt Jong. There's no need to embarrass him right in front of everyone else. I take it that you two aren't from around these parts. I'm a caravan guard by trade, and meeting people from all over the world is one of the main perks of the job for me. Why don't you join my table so we can get to know each other?
Oh, seems like the tea house is the place to be in Liyue. Feels like I'm back in the angel share. Did you manage to get something for your daughter just now, Captain Wu?
Yes, thank you. If it weren't for you, Captain Kaeya, she might not have even made it into this world.
I'm so lost, Wu. What's the story here?
Your wife's originally from Mondstadt, isn't she? Did you run into Captain Kaeya when you were there on business, or when you were visiting the in-laws?
The latter. Oh, this is so humiliating. Anyway, back when my wife was pregnant, we were taking a trip to Mondstadt to visit her parents this one time, when we were mugged by a group of treasure hoarders near Dawn Winery.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds awful. Were either of you hurt?
I mean, he's still here, and he's still got all his limbs, so they can't have roughed him up too bad. I'm guessing Captain Kaeya stepped in before they could do either of you any serious harm, huh?
Yes, he did. Thankfully, he heard my wife crying for help and drove them away. My wife was injured and quite shaken up by the ordeal, so he took her to the winery and asked them to look after her.
So what happened to you? Where did you disappear to?
I was in the water.
Huh? What did you jump in the water for? You know they can still get you in there, right?
No, that's not... They threw me into the water and stripped me of all my clothes.
Damn.
They did what? Did they have a weird fetish or something? Stripping a sailor naked and throwing him into the water?
Auntie knows what's up.
Like you were going to drown. So, then what? I take it you swam to shore?
The treasure hoarders always move in groups, and fighting back when you're outnumbered isn't usually an option. It's no surprise that they quickly overpowered Captain Wu. I'm just glad that everyone made it out all right at the end.
Captain Kaeya, please, there's no need for you to try to save face for me like this. I already owe you so much. You don't have to do anything more. Yet, despite that, I somehow only ended up humiliating myself further. Oh, there's no point in me trying to save face now. They tossed me into the water to humiliate me, and to use it as leverage to get my wife to pay up. But they didn't know that I could swim.
Okay.
What I'd intended was to pretend to drown, then sneak back onto shore while they weren't looking, and find a way to rescue my wife. That was before Captain Kaeya appeared out of nowhere and saved the day. So then I figured I'd get out of the water, get dressed, and catch up with you. But God knows what they did with my clothes. I couldn't find them anywhere. By the time I gave up looking for them, you were most of the way to the winery, so I had to run after you.
Oh boy.
Myself.
Outrageous.
So, what happened next?
I made it to the winery, but the maids noticed me first, and they called the Lord of the Manor out to give me the beating the treasure hoarders never got right.
Oh god.
After my wife recovered consciousness, she had to have a long talk with the young lord to explain everything. He then escorted us both safely to Stonegate.
Bro, got beat up naked.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Marie, but that's a great story.
Good luck living that one down.
Trust me, I know. My wife never lets me forget.
I wouldn't either.
I'm sorry, Captain. I wasn't intending to share that story.
It's fine. It's my own fault for thinking I could sweep it under the carpet and forget about it. I don't know if I can ever repay you for all you've done. That's why I get so embarrassed every time I run into you. Still, it won't stop me from trying. You and your friend are here to catch the storyteller, right? The tea's on me. It's the least I can do. In fact, they do serve some food here too, but it's not the best. Okay, let me run and get some fruit to share. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
so Skara says that. Okay. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. Why did that wiki not say that? Why did that wiki not have a mention of that Skara says he's from Kandria? Like, people that run wikis are the strangest people. They will add the smallest mention of someone, the smallest hint of something meaning something else, and then they skip stuff like that. Or leave it in some fucking hyperlinks and that's it. Well, yeah, okay, cool. We have that confirmation. Sick. God, how long is this? Yeah. Jester.
The Jester is a survivor of Conria. Besides that singular fact, I know very little about him, and never had any kind of close association with him. He seems to want something from me, though. In the past, he assigned to me many important tasks, including a number of trips to the Abyss.
Yeah, okay, cool. And bruh, friendship 10. How would I not have that? Friendship 10. Okay, look at these 10s across the board. Ignore her. Look at these 10s. Yeah, I know you don't know. Assume there are 10. Assume there are friendship 10.
I wonder how much Fanaria
Heiser's beloved, I know.
Old Wu really has no filter, does he?
Jesus Christ, it's dark outside. There is no lamps on that playground. They are still there. They are still there.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. It's just...
I agree. It's a great story.
He really didn't have to share all the details of that story, but since he didn't seem to mind, I wasn't about to stop him. I did actually forget at first, but once he brought up his daughter, his naked escapades came flooding back.
Ah, beautiful.
Luke thought some pervert was harassing the maids. He charged straight out the door, great sword in hand and raring to go. I haven't seen him so angry in a long time.
Look attacking perverts in the winery. Sick.
Nowadays, it's hard to keep track of them all. I really should go check my favors ledger once I'm back and refresh my memory.
You have a favors ledger, and yes, Heizo is great. I love Heizo. Ah, Heizo's amazing. My One Punch Man. You have a favors ledger?
You didn't think I was being serious, did you? Do I really strike you as the kind of person to keep track of favors in a notebook?
No.
I just helped the guy out on a couple of occasions because I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I have no intention of asking him to do anything for me in return. At least, not so far.
Okay.
I'm back with fruit. Please help yourselves, everyone. My treat.
Sick, Uncle Wu.
Thank you.
No, don't mention it. It's just a few fruits, nothing extravagant. Once my new pharmaceutical business takes off and I have more to spare, I'll get you a proper thank you gift and send it to the Knights of Favonius.
Cool, Uncle Wu. Creeper Kitty, you really love the boys, don't you? You're just like, I love big boys, itty bitty boys. I love that song, by the way.
Pharmaceutical business. So you found a new career? No more shipping?
Shipping's impossible work nowadays. There's too much competition, the margins are too small. So I've decided to switch gears. I'm going to become a partner of Boo Boo Pharmacy and provide funding for a brand new medication they're producing.
Oh, sick.
It's specially formulated to treat seasonal joint and limb pain. If you didn't know, it's a very common health complaint among sailors, but also extremely difficult to treat. I've suffered from it myself, which is why I know that a lot of people stand to benefit from this once it enters the market.
What do you think about the two new boys?
Whichever way you look at it, it's a step up from the back-breaking work I did before.
I mean, I agree with you.
1 million mora for the first round of
1 million mora?
That's impressive, Wu. I wouldn't have thought you had the connections for something like that. So is it Dr. Baiju that you're in talks with?
Oh,
Chi-Chi.
no, not Dr. Baiju. Actually, it was his master, Dr. Baifudze. His medical expertise and clinical experience are second to none.
The Fontaine boys.
About his patients.
You know, no, Fontaine boys. God damn it. These two. These two. God damn it. Nope. This one and this one. Ignore the girl. Oops. Yeah, like... Oh. Why do they have to be the smallest pictures ever? Anyway. The boys. The Fontaine working the Fatui working boys. What were the names? Lionel and... I'm blanking on names. But yes, these two new boys. Pyro Boy and Cryo Boy. Sorry, not... Wait, is it Cryo or Hydra? I don't remember.
He gave me a few of his traditionally formulated bone-strengthening pills when he saw me suffering from my leg pains one day. It was like a miracle.
Did you just go because they're siblings? Perv.
Dr. Baiju's master.
Yeah, I told him I'd be enthusiastically recommending his medicine to the other guys at the docks. And after some hesitation, he just went right ahead and wrote up a prescription for me, completely for free. He said that he shouldn't really be handing out free prescriptions since, and I quote, "It goes against generations of tradition handed down by our forebears." But he just felt like it was the right thing to do. What a great guy.
But I got chatting with Dr. Baiju recently when the Secure Transport Agency did a delivery for Boo Boo Pharmacy. He told me that his master has already passed away.
Uh-oh.
Why would he say
Wu got scammed.
I mean, the guy's old, but he's still in great health.
Captain Wu, where did you meet this old master?
Wu got scammed.
Just out on the street? I know that sounds dubious, but this is an educated and respectable gentleman we're talking about. There's no faking that.
Hold on a second. I just remembered something. My nephew-in-law met a medicine seller not too long ago, too. He also described it as a miracle cure. He spent a lot of mora on it, but when he brought it to Boo Boo Pharmacy, Herbalist Gui took one look and told him he'd bought nothing but regular painkillers.
Oh, he sold him aspirin.
Did he by any chance have a goatee and salt and pepper hair?
He did.
If I may, Captain Wu, there's a lot of mora involved here. It seems like it would be worth asking this Dr. Baiju about his master, just to set the record straight. You could show him the medicine as well. Clearly there's some misunderstanding here.
You're right, Captain Kaeya. A quick trip to Boo Boo Pharmacy and I can get Dr. Baiju to clear all of this up. I'm sure it's all... I mean, hopefully it's all fine.
He left in a hurry. He must be stressed out of his mind right now.
I'll be back in a second. are these guys still on the playground? Fuck, I don't even know. I can't see them. I know Mr. Baishu.
Hey, let him deal with this, okay? No point in you stressing yourself out, too. Fraud or not, it's up to Captain Wu to figure out exactly who he's gotten himself involved with.
Fair point.
I'm no Dark Knight hero, or a martial arts hero for that matter, and neither are you. Wait, where are you? Now that I think about it, I can see you having a secret double life as a martial arts hero here in Liyue. You certainly have the personality for it. Either way, Liyue has its own rules and regulations. Best to let the Ministry of Civil Affairs deal with this in the proper manner. If a couple of outlanders like us get involved, we might just end up muddying the waters, even with the best of intentions.
True.
We came here to enjoy ourselves, remember? We don't want to get our priorities mixed up. Oh, and look at that. The storyteller's taking the stage.
It is said that the sky's the limit for the aspirational soul. But alas, for the woes of the world are equally limitless. No such stranger to woes was Huang Guang, a man who, having suffered countless injustices at the hands of his fellow men, forsook them to dwell among the mountains and rivers. Yet fate fortuitous found him when he entered the tutelage of an adeptus and learned many mystical arts from them. Per his master's wishes, he then returned once more to the human world, only this time with a sworn duty to cleanse the land of demons and to see justice done wherever he might tread.
Amazing, 55%. Congrats!
Is that all? Oh, I was hoping to hear the rest of the story. It was all right. I suppose the hero always has to sacrifice himself to save others, and it does make for some good storytelling, but it leaves you wondering how he really feels about the whole thing. Did he ever have second thoughts? Only he can know, I suppose.
Oh, I see the show is over.
Did you find Baishu?
Yeah, I saw Dr. Baiju. Looks like it was a scam after all.
Oh.
Then what are you waiting for? Don't just stand there. You need to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs right away.
Hold on. Let's not lose our cool. Get your story straight first, so you can give them a clear and detailed account of events in the order that they occurred. And one more thing. Do you still have a way to contact this guy?
Well, I'd arranged to meet him at the Yunsheng Tea House once I've withdrawn the next sum of Mora, so I suppose he'll still be waiting on that.
Okay, so you've got another meeting lined up.
Perfect.
I've got no one to blame but myself for this. I can't believe I was so gullible. I guess the world isn't made for naive simpletons like me.
I mean, yeah. Your good nature is nothing to be ashamed of.
Young lady, you're a good person, and I'm touched by your words of comfort.
Yes.
Still, it's up to me to find a way to get my Mora back. The consequences are mine alone to bear. At my age, I'm sure I should be comforting the young with words of wisdom rather than the other way around.
You don't know how old I am.
About how I've spent my life.
It's obvious, isn't it? He needs to report the case to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, it's still ongoing. It still has a couple weeks, I believe. Let me just double check. It should still be here. Yeah. You still have 19 days. You have 19 days, 4 hours. If you manage to collect 150 fucking vouchers, you get Kaeya skin. Also, if you collect 1,200 of these, you get a free Layla. Yeah. You have the attractions. Attractions are great. Spinoblast is fun. The barking surgeons of the barking fox. You're flying a drone. Denzel Flushing Thought is actually nicely made fight event. It's very generous event, yes. I mean, it's the summer event. Like last summer we had the Golden Apple Archipelago and stuff, right? This is that for this year. Bing Bang Finch Balls are fun. Bing Bang Finch Balls are really fun. And obviously you have the free story quests to go through. With a huge map. With a huge map to explore. It's a very nice event. I highly recommend it. Check it out on my YouTube channel. That sounds so bad. But yeah, this is a very fun event. You should definitely play it while you still have time to do it. Even if you would play like twice a year, just play through that and play through the Lantern Ride, and that's it. Let's go, Kaeya.
I am quite curious. How does our chivalrous martial arts hero intend to come to Captain Wu's rescue here?
Why do you think I'm the martial arts hero?
Injustice in the world. We can't try to help each and every one of them, can we?
No, but we can help the people that we see.
Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know you thought of me as someone who helps other people unconditionally. I'm genuinely flattered. But we both know that I'm not that kind of person, really.
Wow. Even helped him thinking through where we can find a con artist. You didn't want others to laugh at Captain Wu's woes. You helped Captain Wu just because you were there and you didn't even remember it. And that's why I believe you'd be willing to help.
Your logic is very straightforward and quite endearing in its simplicity. But I like how you think. So I'll indulge your martial arts hero aspirations for now.
Wait, the fuck was he at? Oh, there he is.
Captain Wu, how would you feel about owing me one more favor?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Captain Kaeya?
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I found a way to recover your Mora that would leave the man who defrauded you feeling angry and frustrated, but give him no way to get back at you. If it could be done, and the only cost was owing me yet another favor, what would you say?
What exactly are you getting at?
The traveler here is adamant that you should ask me for another favor. Personally, I blame the storyteller. After the inspiring tale of Bravebeard, she's all gung-ho about playing hero and righting this injustice once and for all.
Captain Kaeya, young lady, thank you. I will humbly accept your kindness.
All right.
Getting so close, 6%. 8.
All right, then it's settled. Per our brave hero's plan, let's rendezvous at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow.
Sick. This is getting longer than I expected. Like, was that a cat? Yeah, that's a cat. Okay. Wait, until when? 8 AM. Okay. Well, I pray for your phone. Genuinely, I pray for your phone. Thoughts and prayers. May its family prosper, so on and so forth. Whee! Oh, I know the boss of this place.
I'll head upstairs first, and you join. You've got nothing to worry about. As long as this lucky coin's in my hands, it'll do as it's told. Before I toss the coin, I'll get our guy to bet heads or tails. Then it's your turn to bet. Now remember, if I touch my chin, you bet heads. If I touch my forehead, you go for tails.
Ooh. Chin. Forehead, tails. Okay. Forehead, tails. So chin is heads. Okay. The plan is risky, but if anyone can pull it off, it's Kaeya.
Hello. Are you waiting for someone?
Ah, sorry, must
And
have
as long as
spaced
you
out.
follow the rules of the tea house, you're welcome here. Please be our guest.
What was it? Chin was heads, forehead was tails. Sit. Oh no, okay. Ah, everyone's here, okay, fine.
From the way you describe it, Liyue does sound like an attractive place to settle. Perhaps I might have to make the move here after all. All that awaits me back in Mondstadt is a horde of insufferable sycophants. Truly tedious. The reason I left home in the first place was because I was reluctant to simply live off of my inheritance.
Oh,
I
bro.
understand. For one as ambitious as yourself, Mr. Rich, living off of the family fortune must feel like the dullest existence in the world.
Hello.
What are you doing? It's common courtesy to introduce yourself. Can't you see we got here first?
Don't be so uptight, I'm just looking for a
They're
seat.
running out of tables, huh? Looks like this location's getting too small for them. Very well, I'll make an exception for you this one time. Let's hope the tea, at least, won't disappoint me.
So, my friend, what's your name?
Kaeya and I discussed titles in advance. Foreign disciple. I'm an aspiring foreign disciple of the Guhan clan.
Here is the tea that you ordered. Please enjoy.
Ugh, this tea is... Mr. Bai, this has been a most pleasant and insightful conversation. I consider it good fortune that I encountered such a refined gentleman as yourself so far from home. Please allow me to pay for the tea.
Aww.
Yes, good fortune indeed. In that case, I must thank you for your generosity.
You there. I'll get yours too.
Thanks. Far from home?
Oh, you can't tell? My family's lived in Mondstadt for generations. I got bored sitting around at home and decided to set off on a journey to expand my horizons. The sights of Liyue Harbor are rather spectacular. I've half a mind to buy a waterfront property here so I can come vacationing every year. That would be quite nice. If the family would spare me a little loose change, I could even invest in an antique shop or two so I have something to do during the day. And the point of life is to enjoy yourself. If something makes me happy, it's worth every mora.
Ooh.
Mr. Rich, just to clarify, that's quite a large sum of mora as far as the common woman is concerned.
Common woman?
It's understandable that our friend over here feels out of her league.
The name's Albert, surname Rich, but only the servants in the house address me as Mr. Rich. Now that we're so well acquainted, Mr. Bai, please just call me Albert.
Jesus.
Albert does have a nice ring to it. It is my honor to become friends with someone of your...
Like I said before, Kaeya's a theater kid. Look at him, he's a theater kid.
During my time in Liyue. I'll pay you handsomely, of course. Naturally, board and lodging would be included. And I could pay you in the region of 50,000 mora per day?
No need, my good friend. I shan't be so vulgar as to take your mora. We're both men of character. The pleasure of your ongoing acquaintance shall be ample reward in itself. To join a noble gentleman on his travels is a rare opportunity. Please, let me draft up an exact itinerary. I'll make sure to give you the experience of a lifetime.
You there. You're welcome to join us if you want. Which clan did you say you were with? The Hoo-Ha clan or something?
The Hoo-Ha clan. And yeah, I agree. How dare he call Lumen common woman? Like, yeah, Kaeya thinks I'm from Hoo-Ha clan. Have you seen my Hoo-Has?
Hoo-Ha, huh? Strange choice of name. Gotta say, I've been in Liyue for a while now. This is the first I'm hearing of them. I guess they're one of these Obscure ones who keep to themselves.
A little bit.
Yes, well, there are many martial arts clans and factions in Liyue. It's only natural that you haven't become acquainted with all of them.
Ha, fair enough. Still, weird name. Bet they have some even weirder practices. Seriously though, what kind of skills do you guys train anyway? It's all for show, right? I saw some people performing a few tricks down at the wharf. Is it that kind of thing?
We're devoted to teachings of martial arts. If you're comparing the Guhan clan to street performance, we have nothing to talk about. I'll take my leave now. I'll get my own check as well.
I already told the server to put it on my tab. Don't bother getting her to split the bill. It'll only complicate things.
I was merely passing by. Your generosity would better served elsewhere.
Lady, there's no need to take things so seriously. Why don't you loosen up and enjoy the free drink?
Are you trying to make a point by throwing my generosity back in my face? Alright then. What if I say your bill is mine and don't let you pay?
Wanna fight? I'ma beat you up, pretty boy.
Get so worked up. Yinchang Tea House is no venue for a duel. We'll all get escorted right out the door. You young people have hot tempers, I understand that. But there's no need to come to blows over a few words taken to heart when there are far more diplomatic ways to resolve the dispute.
Okay then, how about we settle this with a coin toss? I'll foot my own bill if I win.
Did I hear that right? So you'll only pay for yourself if you win, but I'll get the check for the three of us if you lose. It's not that I care about the Mora. After all, I offered to pay for everyone's drinks in the first place. No, what I find truly absurd is your refusal to play fair. I demand that you also pay for three if you win.
You insult me first? If I win the bet, you have to make a formal apology to the Guhan clan.
Fine. You can have your apology if you win, but on one condition. We'll do the best of three, and the winner pays for the table.
Well,
I love this Peter
you're
kid.
no longer raring to fight. Peace begets wealth, as the elders used to say.
Fuck, Chin was heads.
Mr. Bai? Let's entertain this gal for a sec. We don't want her to think you're stingy.
But I wasn't even a part of your argument.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Bai? Whose side are you on here? And anyway, it's no big deal if you win. It's just a few cups of tea after all, so you can just take it from your fees as my guide.
All right then. I suppose it's not all that different from the dice gambling games I used to play in my youth. If it's just for a few drinks, you can count me in.
This is taking longer than I expected.
Okay, now that we've agreed on the rules, how should we do this coin toss? After all, a Mora coin looks the same on both sides. Well, that should be simple enough. Here, I'll take this coin and ask the counter to draw a line on one side.
What the fuck?
You two can wait for me.
What the fuck? He pointed that out just now. How would they even have the idea of heads or tails in a coin flip if the coin looks the same from both sides? And that would have been a thing in ancient China too, because their coins were different sizes to a little bit of a different shape to estimate their value, but from both sides they were basically the same with just a hole in the middle. Would they even have the concept of flipping a coin for something like that? Would they have a concept of heads or tails? That is definitely a European thing. So would they have that concept with freaking...
That you haven't spent many years in the real
Ooh.
world. You take everything far too personally.
And you can shove your head up your ass.
I only met this Mondstadt millionaire by complete chance today, but we're getting along just fine. I actually came here to meet with a business partner to count the cash from 2 recent investments when this gentleman struck up a conversation with me. In the real world, you've got to keep up appearances. There's no need to offend the rich. After all, If you keep them happy, you can probably make some more off of them too. You young people are much too impulsive. It pays to keep a level head.
Just so we're clear, let's say the marked side is heads and the unmarked side is tails.
Sure.
Everyone has to pick a side before the coin toss.
Wait, how?
And no takebacks.
Okay, how do we pick a? How do we split it 3 ways? The coin has 2 sides. Will he pull off the freaking no game no life thing where he throws it between the tiles on the floor?
We should also take turns tossing the coin.
Okay.
Sounds fair to me. Why don't you do the first toss, Albert?
All right then, I'll start us off. Here we... Oh, wait. I nearly forgot to collect everyone's bets. Mr. Bai, heads or tails?
I suppose the choice is arbitrary since it's a 50-50 chance. I'll go with tails.
Let me think.
Oh, chin, heads.
What about you?
Okay, like... Okay. I don't agree with this.
Lucky me, I guess.
I won as well. Guess there might be a formal apology in the cards after all.
This is just the first coin toss. But yeah, I don't understand this. Like, how would you know it would fall like this? I can understand if you would grab it and put it on your palm. It's easy to cheat that. But how do you do that on the fucking just throw it on the table?
I have a suggestion. If one of us loses twice in a row, they should get knocked out while the other 2 carry on playing to decide the winner. Otherwise, with 3 of us playing, it'll start to get difficult to keep track of who's won the most times. I flipped the coin last time, so why don't you go next? I don't want you blaming my coin tossing skills if you guess wrong this turn.
Now just wait a second, my dear friends. Please let me do the second toss.
Oh? Anxious to take your turn, Mr. Bai?
You are both young, and I've already seen your short tempers for myself.
But I was for Kaeya to
If
pass the
Albert
coin to
loses
me
this
next.
round and this young lady wins, you'll be tied. And before you know it, you'll be at each other's throats again. Well, that's not my only consideration either. You two may be too young to know this, but I've been around the block a few times. What's to say this isn't a trick coin, In dice games, people use all sorts of methods
A
to rig
trick
the game.
coin.
Some even fit the dice with mechanisms that give them whichever result they want.
Yeah, but that's a
If Albert
coin.
wins the next round, and you, young lady, lose for the second time in a row, then the third round will just be a tiebreaker between him and me, and you won't get your apology to the Guhua.
He's just making shit up right now.
Only for you to then find out that the coin was rigged all along, you're sure to accuse me of working with Albert to scam you while mocking the Guhua clan. I can only imagine the kind of vengeful warpath that would put you on.
I would accept that path.
Scenario, of course, but one that I'm bringing up now to avoid any misunderstanding further down.
Very diligent of you indeed, Mr. Bai. Looks like I chose the right person to be my guide. Here, take it.
A rigged coin will always be a little heavier than a normal coin, you see. This one seems perfectly normal to me, however. But don't take it from me. Why don't you...
Pettiness is below me. I trust your judgment. That was a close call.
What's your bet this time, Mr. Bai?
I'll stick with tails.
Tails, huh? Well, you seem to have a feel for this, so I guess I'll match your bet again this round. Tails it is.
I'll go for heads.
Well, my luck's still just about holding out. The 3 of us are now tied.
My
So,
turn.
go on.
Well, here you go.
It's a tough decision this time.
That's what makes it fun, isn't it? Anyway, there's no need to stress.
What's the cost of a few cups of tea compared to 50,000 I'll be paying you every day?
The fuck you playing, Kaeya?
You make a good point. All right.
Okay, and now it's my turn to guess. Not that the outcome matters either way to me. I won't even...
Tails.
Why did it have to be heads? This whole thing started because you two got into a spat, and now I'm the one that has to foot the bill. What say you to another one?
Sure, why not? I'm having fun. I can go for as many rounds as you want.
You guys have fun.
What a miserly person. Do as you please. The two of us can play.
But Albert, all the fun of gambling is in the stakes involved. What say you to throwing a little loose change into the pot?
Loose change, eh?
Oh, come on now. No need to walk on eggshells here. Let's keep it simple, shall we? If you guess right, I pick up the tab. But if you guess wrong, I'm afraid it's still on you.
Sure. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, here's the coin. You can toss first. I'll take heads.
I'll choose...
Wouldn't it defeat the whole purpose of betting if you guessed the same as me? This is a two-person game now. Surely one of us has to guess heads and the other tails.
Ooh.
All right. It all comes down to luck, after all.
Ooh.
I'll take tails.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Heads.
Ooh, looks like Rex Lapis has smiled upon me.
Bet you wish you'd raise the stakes now, huh?
Thank you for the tea, Albert.
Look at you getting so giddy over some chump change. It's like you've never gambled with real money before, my old man. That's a real rush, I'm telling you. This is nothing by comparison. In fact, I'm starting to get a little bored.
Well, in that case, would you care for another game?
Sure. And let's up the stakes a little this time. Shall we say 50,000?
Ooh.
Maybe that's a little on the high side.
That's chump change.
50,000? But that's just a single day's guide pay for you.
All right. I'll bet tails.
Great, then I'll bet heads. No takebacks. Heads.
Tails.
That's a tails.
Oh, how unfortunate. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. After all, in the long run, gambling is always a losing game. 50,000 more. My goodness. Albert, I'm terribly sorry, but as it happens, I forgot to bring my coin purse with me today. Could you perhaps take this 50,000 out of my guide fees? Call it an advance payment. That would make us even.
Advance payment? Sorry, I'm afraid that's not my style. It'll have to be cash.
Ooh.
This day just getting better and better. Well, so be it. 50,000. Let me see what cash I have on me.
50,000 more up.
Just 50,000? That's not what we agreed on.
Huh? What are you talking about? I think you'll find that our bet was for 50,000.
No, it wasn't. The amount was 1 million.
Yeah.
1 million? Are you insane? Come on now.
What the fuck?
Be serious. A million here and a million there might be all fun and games to you rich types, but to ordinary folk like myself, this is no laughing matter.
Okay, I want to see him get his comeuppance.
I know what I said, and what I said was 1 million mora.
You're lying through your teeth. Hey, young lady, you tell him. Did you hear him say 1 million at any point during our bet?
Yeah, like 5 times.
What the? I'm not deaf, you know.
You sure?
I heard 50,000. Wait. Oh, I see.
You two are in this thing.
You are in this together. Never met either of you before today, and out of nowhere you suddenly roped me into betting over a coin toss, and now you're accusing me of owing you 1 million mora.
How would you think that?
Idea who you're trying to cheat? I know all the tricks in the book. I can't believe a couple of beginners like you managed to get this far. Well, don't you try to celebrate just yet. You amateurs have a lot to learn about the art of the con. Do you really think that nobody else will have heard all the commotion we just made? All I need is one witness, and this little scheme of yours falls apart. Frauds! Frauds, I say! These two kids are trying to scam me out of my hard-earned mora! Hostess! Oh, hostess, come quickly!
How pathetic.
Agreed.
What is going on here? If you can't abide by our rules, you're not welcome at Yenshang Tea House. I don't care what the issue is. You don't get to make a racket like that in here. Halberd! Fang!
Wait, don't throw me out! These two con artists are trying to steal my mora. You can't...
Well, let's take this somewhere else. I don't want any of you disturbing the other guests.
What the fuck is taking so long? Wait a second. Time on! Yeah, he is such a bitch, right? Fucking rice gum level little bitch. Does he not know I know the boss of this place?
Okay, you two. Care to explain yourselves?
She's being a little bitch.
He's making up completely spurious claims. We were betting Mora over a few coin tosses, and now he wants to back out. In the land of contracts, of all places. He won 250,000 from me, then another 800,000 from the both of us. Now he's refusing to pay up the measly 50,000 that he lost in the final round.
Okay, so after settling up, a total of 1 million mora should have changed hands. Sounds plausible enough.
It's a complete pack of lies. Hostess, if you don't believe me, ask anyone else in the tea house. These kids were so loud. I guarantee you everybody in that room knows the true story.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you all, but you're witnesses to the situation here. Is what Mr. Bai says true?
Ooh.
Oh, thank goodness you're finally here. What took you so long? That old guy's been bragging about the mora he's won so loudly, I'm surprised the whole street didn't hear him. I was about to report him to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Ooh.
Leave me out of this. I want nothing to do with gamblers and scammers. Please, just bring me my check.
Our new owner laid down the law not too long ago. We turn a blind eye towards casual games of dice, but there is zero
Casual
tolerance
dice
for any
games of
explicit gambling with real mora.
Casual games of
Return
dice.
the party you took them from, and we'll say that none of this ever happened. Otherwise, I'll have to bring in the Millilith. And I can assure you that they take a more hard line on this kind of thing than we do.
Ooh.
Why should I have to give them any mora? I don't have any mora on me.
Oh, but I think you do. 2 investments, was it? One of them to the tune of exactly 1 million as it happens. Oh, and don't forget you still need to pay the tab.
You... Wait. How did you...
Halberd! Fang! There's a gentleman here that I'd really like you to meet.
Ooh.
Please don't. I'll pay, all right?
This was never your mora to begin with. We'll be returning it to its rightful owner now.
Bro. Thank you, Chewie. Captain Wu.
What did you think, Captain Wu? Could you hear clearly from your corner on the second floor?
Yes, everything. I can't thank you two enough.
Woo. This was your doing, wasn't it? You and this monster planned the whole thing. Along with that blonde one. And all the customers on that floor in on it too, weren't they? I know where you live. And I know what your wife looks like. And your pretty little daughter, too. You crossed the wrong man today.
Ningguang.
Be scared of a crook like you. I'll take you on any day of the week.
Oi, Ningguang. Catching.
Well, let's see how long that false bravado of yours will last.
Oh, look at that. He figured it out. Guess he's not as dumb as we thought.
Don't you?
Nah, he seems to be dumber.
Either. Just you wait. I will hunt you down.
Do you know who I am?
My apologies for having to leave this question until you'd vacated the premises. But I couldn't have things escalate inside the tea house. I hope you can understand our position.
Oh no, absolutely. Say hi to Yelan for me.
The second floor were present before you took your seats, then left almost immediately after you did. Would I be correct in saying you were looking to set this man up?
Basically.
Wait, so you saw through it right away?
I mean, Yelan's your boss.
We would never tolerate a scheme like this taking place on our grounds, as it risks damaging our owner's reputation. However, I understand that our owner holds the Traveler in high regard and must have good reasons for their actions. Still, I would appreciate an explanation, if only so that I can answer to the owner.
No, cool. I'll tell Yelan myself.
As I thought. When you're operating on someone else's turf, you run the risk of clashing with the master of the house. Thankfully, we considered that possibility before going ahead with our plan. Over to you, brave hero. You're the one with the connections in Liyue. It's your time to shine.
So, Yelan tied me up.
Okay. I understand the situation now. It goes without saying that I have no wish to stand in the way of your chivalrous deeds. I'll report everything you told me to our owner.
Feel free to find me again.
Well, Captain Wu, remember what I promised you? What do you think? Angry and frustrated enough for you?
Shame you didn't like a baby.
Coming through. Is this the Mr. Bai you reported to us?
Yes, that's him all right. The one who scammed Captain Wu.
Ooh.
Wait! Where's your evidence? And Wu, you've already recovered your Mora. You don't deserve to be punished twice for the same crime.
Oh, it's one punishment. Just continuation of it.
You're already suspected of defrauding multiple victims out of smaller amounts, and the combined total meets the threshold for a conviction. If it turns out you're guilty in this case too, it'll only add to your sentence.
Ooh.
Does the plaintiff have any witnesses? If so, we'd really appreciate if they could come with us and provide a testimony.
Ooh, here.
You got tangled up in this too, huh?
Something new?
Please come with me. Your witness statements will play a crucial role in helping to move this case forward. Don't worry, we won't take up too much of your time. And you, sir, can stop twiddling your thumbs. You're coming with us too.
The testimony from Hero of Liyue. Ooh.
I'll cooperate. Stop manhandling me.
Bro, is Kaeya's freaking hangout going anywhere but Mondstadt?
The both of you. I really don't know how I could ever begin to repay you.
This is so long.
Well, I have an idea. We originally came here to do some sightseeing. Anywhere you'd recommend we go before the end of our trip?
Let me think. Now, where would I want to go? Hey, are either of you interested in a fishing trip?
Sure.
Sounds fun to me. Let's go.
Oh, the little hearts. This is still continuing. Christ, like this could have easily ended now. Enar, my girl. No, wait. Sidetrack. Man, I just wanted to do 2 and done with it. I was supposed to walk my dog 30 minutes ago. Bird. 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 Bird.
Well, this was certainly an eventful end to my trip. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Or my lucky coin, of course. Wouldn't be much of a lucky coin if it had. Besides, I already taught you how to become attuned to it. You still need some practice to master the technique, but luckily it decided to play nice and spare us any more complications.
Oh, is it 100% or is it 99? Is it 99%? Tell me it's 99%. Or did it crash because you ran out of space? Oh my gosh, you ran out of space. Okay, 90% mark. Sick. Be sure to add me. Be sure to add me. I'm always happy to add people.
A better question to ask might be, what do I do to make this coin happy to work with me and show me whichever side I wish? My answer would be that I tell the coin a joke every time I toss it into the air. If it finds my joke funny, then it cooperates with me. Of course, this whole arrangement hinges on a pre-existing amount of trust between the two of us. I can't just get any strange coins to listen to me. Yeah, I was a little surprised when he unwittingly called out our trick coin, but it didn't matter.
I'm on EU.
A good gambler
I'm on
always
EU
keeps their
server
options open.
account.
You have to have a contingency plan for when the odds are against you. So when I went to the counter, I marked a regular coin as well as my trick one. That safely avoided any risk of him finding out about the trick coin. But it also meant that we wouldn't be able to control the result of that round. But hey, what does it matter? The fact that he made things a little more challenging only made it all the more exciting to watch him slowly but surely fall into our trap. Especially listening to him warn us about the possibility of a rigged coin right as we were scamming him. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was great.
As long as I chose the same bet as him, and you bet the opposite to me, it was always going to end up with him paying. Unless, of course, he'd had some other tricks up his sleeve that we hadn't thought of. Then things would have gotten really interesting.
You two are genuinely the smartest people I've ever met. I'm no intellectual, so I would never have been able to come up with a plan like this. Even when you described it to me, I only understood parts of it.
Yeah, sure, I can help you do stuff for Albedo. Albedo needs geohypostasis? He needs geohypostasis? I could swear he needed something else. But yeah, I can help you. But I'm gonna finish this hangout. I'm gonna have to stop for a bit. I need to do some other stuff. And after that, I'm jumping on Honkai. So, if you have time tomorrow, around this time, I can help you tomorrow.
Well, I may not be the smartest guy around, but one thing I do know is this. One should always return tenfold the help that they've received from others. We were just ordinary acquaintances. You had no reason to help me as much as you did.
Nah, it's good to help.
Anything I can ever do for you in the future.
Like Tanjiro said, it's good to help.
Please let me know. You can always count on me. I guarantee it.
No? You seem agitated. Are you worried about owing me yet another favor? There are two kinds of people who owe me favors. One is my friends, and the other my informants. My informants have to fulfill whatever requests I make of them, no questions asked. The question is, which kind of person do you want to be?
I am a Demon Slayer fan. I started reading it 3 or 4 days ago. I finished it today. I finished it today. I think like 3 days ago I started reading it. I finished it today. It's great. It's great. I genuinely cried. I cried at the end a couple of times. It was hard fighting those tears. But yeah, Demon Slayer is great. I haven't watched the anime. I don't know how good it is. The early stages of the manga were rough. They were rough. It's not that they weren't good. but the artist was clearly getting into the groove. I would love to watch it, but here is the thing. I have less and less time during the day as I get older, and I stopped watching anime in general about 5-6 years ago now. Maybe even 7. Christ, was it 7 years ago now that I stopped watching anime? I made a switch for manga, and I've been reading manga ever since. I see things getting anime like 2 years after I stopped reading them. So I don't really watch anime anymore. I read manga, and then I see things I read get popular because they come out as an anime. Like with Komi Can't Communicate, I still bring that up, that when Komi Can't Communicate came out as an anime, people were so excited, people were so freaking out, and they were like, oh my god, Komi's so cute, she's so adorable, it's so awkward. 97, sick. She's so adorable, she's so awkward, like, yay, I hope she makes friends. She has 7 friends now, wee! And I was there like, she's choosing universities now. Like, these people are watching her first months in school. I'm watching this girl go to uni. Like, she's already in a relationship with Tadano. So, yeah, I don't really watch anime, but I assume it was Demon Slayer anime must have been amazing, because the reaction to the first chapters, like the first arcs in Demon Slayer for anime, were so huge. People were so freaking out about it that the anime must have been made amazingly, because the manga wasn't that good. It was good, but not that good. Anyway, my friend, babe.
Ah, and you're torn again. Too afraid to ask to be my friend, but also daunted by the dangers inherent in becoming my informant. Well, it's okay, because I just thought of a fun and easy way to get us out of this impasse. Let's do a coin toss. This is the regular coin I prepared for the contingency plan when I was borrowing a pen from the bar. Not the lucky one that does what I tell it to. If it's heads, we're friends. But if it's tails, you're at my beck and call.
May the Lord of Geo decide. Oi, Zhongli!
Was it heads or tails?
What do you think? What does your heart tell you?
I understand now. You have my most sincere gratitude. No, that's a little too formal. What I'm trying to say is, here, your fishing rods, my friends.
Aww. That's so sweet. Okay. That's enough Genshin for today. I will run... whatchamacall them. I will use my resin and to close Genshin for today. See you tomorrow around 8, 9, around same time as today, to do Albedo's bosses. But Albedo needed a hyperstasis? Seriously? I guess he did. I guess he did. I might run it with you. Thanks for spending time with me. See you tomorrow. Bye.